If you woke up one morning and saw a pothole outside your house or a leaky pipe in the neighborhood, what would you do? How would you solve the problem? Or would you? In 2013, about 75% of Bangaloreans above the age of 18 voted. But if a massive lake cleaning drive or a political rally was to be organized, only 1/10 of the people would be seen participating. From Bangalore to Delhi, every city in India struggles with improper sanitation, poor waste management, insufficient utilities, and bad roads. But is this only the government's problem? Or can we, as citizens, become part of the solution too?
So we at Reap Benefit are helping citizens to start solving their own local issues in their neighborhood, and that's how we think India will transform.
Kuldeep Dantevadia is an impact entrepreneur helping you and me solve everyday local issues that affect us. He and his team at Reap Benefit have already worked with over 20,000 young people in developing low-cost, replicable solutions for environmental and civic issues. In fact, today, they even have an app that all of us can participate in. This awesome episode is produced by Red Bangle, a global video production platform. So why is it hard for us as citizens to really get engaged in solving our problems and in making our streets and cities better?
One, we don't have a local community of people with whom we can solve, because you're solving a common problem, so we need to be a part of a collective. The second thing is we don't know how to go about solving it. All of us, some of us have the intent but don't know how to go about it. And the third thing is, even if I know how to go about solving it, I need some solutions. So these are the three reasons: people, information, and solution.
When you started Reap Benefit, your bigger focus in trying to get people engaged has actually been on trying to get children and youth engaged, right? Why is that?
In society, we felt, which is that audience, which is not cynical, which has a higher adoption to technology, which believes change can happen, which is willing to do something, and those are young people. So we have built a community of young people, about 20,000 odd young people, okay, and we meet these young people in schools, in colleges, in their neighborhoods, and once they start solving problems through our process, we call them Solve Ninjas.
Over the last 6 years, Reap Benefit has worked with 21,000 Solve Ninjas across the country. And in around the 100,000 hours that Solve Ninjas have invested in solving our everyday problems, they've achieved much good. Like redirecting 440 tons of waste from landfills, sanitizing 300 government schools, saving 32 million litres of water, and developing 100 innovative low-cost solutions to local problems.
There was this young girl from a school who had come to our office one day, and we were talking about some ideas, and we told her that a lot of drinking water is wasted in hotels. She's actually started her own organization now called as Why Waste. This is just a small discussion we had in a room, and she is now working on getting hotels not to waste drinking waters, and she's running a massive campaign across India. So these are some amazing, impact stories which have happened in the last few years.
Fabulous. So you really got like the movement going then. That's what's really possible with young people.
Yes.
The Reap Benefit team has inspired children and youth across India to take ownership of solving the problems they see around them. Take a look at this amazing solution for how much plastic we throw away every time we are done using a toothbrush.
We identified the problem of plastic toothbrushes. Like, people discard the entire toothbrush and don't even think the consequences of it. They just discard it within 2-3 months every year.
So now we have done that. The lower part will be changed to wooden handle, and the bristle part will be grooved in it so that it can be tightened and we can brush with it with flexibility. The benefits of it are 75% of global plastic toothbrush waste will be reduced, and the wood is more durable. And the usual cost of normal toothbrush will be 250 rupees if you take for 2.5 years, and now it will be 50 rupees, as will be providing a wooden handle for 25 rupees, and a bristle which will be available at a market at 5 to 6 rupees. You think 2.5 years 200, yeah, but if you take for crores and crores of people, how much of money will be saved, as well as the plastic which is being contributed to the world will be reduced.
Now, to take it even bigger, I guess technology will play a role.
Yeah.
And I know you're just launching your app.
Yeah.
So tell me about the app. What can I do on the app?
Right. So even before we thought of the app, we started seeing a lot of activity on WhatsApp, We had students who would get in touch with us and would say, I have this idea, can you mentor me? Or there is this issue, can you connect me with the government agency? And things like that. So at that point, we realized that if we have to scale the mission or if we have to scale the movement, we need to have a platform wherein people come together. So if you download our Solve Ninja app, okay, and if you are the reporting rhino kind, you could report an issue and engage with the government. That's the one thing you can do. If the report is not working and you can mobilize people, then you can become a campaign chameleon. You can run a local campaign in your area and talk to the government officials.
Nice.
Now, if you're not the kind who likes people, okay, then you can be a hands-on hippo. You can look for existing solutions off the shelf and implement it.
You just want to get shit done.
Get shit done. That's it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't believe in the system, but you want to do it yourself. Now, if you're in Bangalore, you might also be a techno tiger. So how do you get a sensor? How do you get coding? How do you get Raspberry Pi or Arduino together and build solutions so that technology can solve together?
It's a bit like the kind of roles that people play in an organization.
Exactly,
so to say,
exactly.
Right?
Yes. And if you see, there's also strong Kung Fu Panda influence. And finally is what we have action ants. So these are civic leaders who are already solving issues, who can mentor these people, who can work with them,
Who
so
can
that
actually enable the change.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So the dependency is not on us, but it's on the platform. So as a citizen, you can do almost everything which is at your disposal to solve that local issue.
Don't know how to solve your neighborhood, civic or environmental issue? Don't worry, the Solve Ninja app is here to help you. Once you fire up the app, the home screen gives you access to the closest success stories. The report section gives you access to see what kind of issues have been reported in your neighborhood. The campaign section gives you access to see what kind of campaigns are running in your own neighborhood. And solutions gives you access to products or ideas which have been submitted by the community. How do you add? Hit the solve button, share an idea, could be an idea or a prototype. Share a product which is working or which you have tested, and share your success so that you can inspire the others.
So tell me, of all the thousands and millions of issues that are going to get reported on the Solve Ninja app, is there an interface for corporators to interact with and know that they have received these reports and also to kind of respond back?
Yeah, so we are going to build a very simple dashboard for the local corporator to engage with the citizens. And the way it will be communicated is through the common form of communication, email, WhatsApp, SMS. And on the dashboard, you'll know how many issues have been reported, how many are in progress, how many have been resolved, how many have been repeated once again. So the corporator will have a very simple
and
dashboard.
Can the corporator also sort of post a message or respond saying it's resolved or something like that?
Yes. Yeah. So you'll have a workflow, and the citizen will be informed at what stage it is, if it's been assigned to someone, whom has it been assigned to, so on and so forth. That's one part. The other thing, the corporator can also use the interface to engage the citizens and inform the citizens. The corporator can say, I'm running this campaign, can any citizen share an idea with me, and can you guys get involved with me? So it'll work that way.
Okay. Kuldeep, what motivated you to work on this?
So two things. One is the city of Bangalore. Born and brought up in Bangalore. I truly love the city. As a kid, there was this romance with the city. Holidays, you would be in Kaban Park or Lal Bagh. And there was this sense of ownership, always around the city, that this is my city, I own the city. And the second thing is school. In school, there were some teachers who really influenced me, who made me believe that I could solve problems myself. And that belief, with the love for the city, has propelled this.
What has been your biggest learning in running and building and growing Reap Benefit?
So there are two types of learnings. One is like, if you look at it as a startup, as an organization, I've realized you can't convince everyone. You can't please everyone. That's been my biggest learning, and it's been tough for me to learn that. If I look at it as a social mission, I have realized that social change is slow. You cannot feel entitled about yourself. I have to remind myself that I'm doing this because I love this. I'm not doing this because I'm doing anyone a favor, right? And social change is slow. These are deep-rooted issues, and you cannot have an instant change overnight. It takes time, and you have to be at it.
Kuldeep, tell me, what is your big goal for 2025?
So our big goal for 2025 is to build a community of 10 million Solve Ninjas who will work together and solve local issues. So that's the quantitative goal. But the qualitative goal is, how can public problem solving become a default in almost every neighborhood in the country? That's the larger qualitative goal.
So it's time to get involved in problem solving. Download the Solve Ninjas app today and join a community of engaged citizens. I hope you enjoyed this conversation with Kuldeep of Reap Benefit. We've got many more stories coming, so hit like, share the story and stay inspired.